Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. If this is the first time seeing me, my name is Steph and I do everything beauty makeup related on this channel. I have also been doing Halloween looks and I will continue to do quite a few Halloween looks throughout October because I bloody love Halloween. I love face paints and things like that. Today I've done this kind of burnt look on the face. You'll see the issues that I had and how I did this if you continue to watch. If you did like this video, then please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, as it really does help me out, and consider subscribing as I try to upload 2 to 3 times a week. And I'm going to stop rambling now and just get on into the video. Enjoy. Hi guys, so I'm starting off with a moisturiser that I got out of my glossy box yesterday. I've already got a video up showing everything that was in this month's glossy box. If you want to go check that out, I will try my very best to link it for you down below. I just wanted to test these out in this video. This did feel really nice. It felt like a really nice moisturiser, felt really nice on the skin, soaked in well, and I didn't have to use a lot either, which is really good because you don't want to be using lots and lots. So a little bit did go a long way, but I found that with my last lot of things in Glossybox. The next one again is out of Glossybox. This is a primer. This is like a jelly. I don't think using your finger was perhaps the best way to get it out, but again, didn't need a lot. It went on really well and left a really nice tacky base. It was very hydrating, felt very hydrating, like it says on the packaging as well, which is really good. I love a nice hydrating moisturiser as I can get quite primer as I can get quite dry skin, so it's nice to have that extra bit of moisture put back into your skin. Although I don't know if this hindered my scar wax that I used, which you will see soon, and made it kind of slip about a bit too much on the skin, because I did have a few issues getting it on. So this is the scar wax by CC Beauty and the little spatula that comes with it. I got this from Amazon and I've not really used this stuff before. I've used different methods in the past to do these sorts of things, so this was kind of the first time using this. I did do a little sort of sample, if you like, on my arm first to see if I could get it to work, and it worked really well on my arm. It just, it wasn't sticking to my face very well. So I don't know if anybody has any tips and tricks that they want to pop down in the comments below. That would be very much appreciated. So I kind of was trying to spread it on and just get it on where I wanted it, and then worry about maneuvering it about afterwards, because like I said, I had quite a few issues getting it to stick down onto the skin. I don't know if I needed something underneath to make it a little bit stickier, but the basic idea was to map out where you wanted it to go and place it down. As you can see by the look on my face, I'm not having the best of times with this at all. I did find in the end using my finger was a little bit better. I think because my finger was a bit warmer, it made it easier to go on. And now, as you can see, I've just popped off camera and back on again, and I'm just kind of placing it randomly all around, using my finger to just stick it down. Not too fussed at this point. I just wanted to get it on and stuck down into all the different places of where I wanted it. Looking back now on how this look turned out, I think it would have been better if I went down the whole one side of my face instead of just this top portion, but you know, this, you can use this method and do it anywhere you like, really. You know, you can put more of this stuff on, you can put less of it on, you can cover wherever you want with it. I'm now going to add in foundation. So I'm going to go over the top with foundation and a sponge. I'm using the Rimmel London, I believe, True Match foundation. I absolutely love this foundation. I think it goes on really well. It's quite really nice coverage on it. So I'm just going to pat that in all around one side of my face and just cover it up so that it doesn't look so white and more of a skin colour. Does look very odd at this point and kind of reminds me of little bits of like spaghetti worms. It just looks really bad at this point, but obviously it gets better. It's a process, the building up process, and like I said, I think it would have looked better if I'd have gone down one whole side of my face, but you know, it's all about experimenting and seeing what works and what doesn't work. And I'm not overly unimpressed with the finished look. I don't think it looked too bad. So once I've covered that up, I'm going to take that spatula back again and I'm just going to start trying to, without pulling it all off again. Like I said, I think my skin underneath was a bit too moisturised and slippery. So yeah, I'm just going to spend a bit of time fiddling about, pushing and manipulating that wax around so I kind of get more of the shapes that I want. If that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. So I'm now using some red paint on a sponge. This is a mix of Snazaroo and FX paint that I've just chopped up and put into a pot myself just to make things a little bit easier. And I'm just going to gently dab all this over. I don't want it like one thick base underneath. I want it to be more of a grapply. Grapply? Is that the word? Oh, I can't think what the word is. Do you know what I mean? I don't want a stipply effect. There we go. Not grapply. I'm then going to go over with some brown and just pop that over as well because we're going for kind of a burnt look. So I'm going to pop some brown in as well. And then I'm having a look. I've got another pot with paint and I decide that I want to pop some purple in because you do get kind of purpley tones, but I'm like, shall I use this one? Shan't I use this one? And in the end, to be honest with you, that purple didn't work. It didn't work. I didn't like it at all. It was too bright of a purple. I needed more of a dark purple. And to be honest with you, I probably could have done with going in with the eyeshadow that I used on my other eye. And I think that would have looked better. The dark bits weren't too bad, but then I ended up getting a bit of the blue that I didn't mean to get on the other side of my sponge. I'm just, I know, getting kind of annoyed with myself, thinking, no, that's too much. That doesn't quite work. But it's okay because I'm just going to go ahead and cover it over anyway, so it's not the end of the world. I'm going to go back in with some of that red to try and fix my purpley mistake. I think a much darker purple would have been better.
I've ruined it with the purple.
And perhaps looking at this now as I'm editing it,
Fuck.
I probably would have been better with a bit more of the wax in there and just really having a good pull about and play about with it. But like I said, it's all about playing about and seeing what you can do. So I'm now going in with some black paint and popping that all over just to add some depth into it and really make it look more burnt onto the skin. I'm then going to take this fake blood. This is vampire blood. I think I've got this off Amazon as well. I And I'm just going to take that and put it onto a sponge and dab it all over. Just trying to find my sponge. There we go. So yeah, pop that onto the sponge and then dab it around the area. And this is quite a wet looking blood as well, so I think that helps to add that kind of wet look to it. And here I have gone and spilt blood, fake blood, all over my knee and all over the carpet. And I've just made a right mess. So I'm just going to pop whatever's on my sponge on my face, and then I have to quickly nip off and clean my carpet up a bit and my leg. And I'm hoping this will come out my jeans, but I don't know. That's how well today's going. Oh, it just kind of works. Just one of them things. It's just not quite working for me. But yeah,
I'll be back in one
I'll be
moment.
back in 1 moment. I'm gonna just clean myself up.
I'm sure I've done
and
jobs
you know,
this before.
sort everything out.
I regret.
I think obviously I am talking to you here, but I've decided to do a voiceover instead. It's just easier to carry on like this. Yeah, and try and have a fiddle about with it and try not to pull it off my face. Like I said, I think I was getting quite warm behind all the light that I was using, because it was really, really dark today as well. So I don't think that helped. But yeah,
I'm
going to go clean myself up
because I'm a mess. Than I wanted it, not as good as I wanted it to do.
Alright, now I've cleaned myself up, I'm going to go back in with that foundation and I'm going to do the other half of the rest of my face now. So I'm just going to pop that foundation on all over. I do normally start with eyes rather than foundation. And I've also realised I don't think I ever did my eyebrows while I'm doing this. So, you know, I would do your eyebrows however you normally do your eyebrows. I've just completely forgotten to do them. But never mind. I think it looks fine anyway. So yeah, just popping that foundation on with a sponge all over so it matches the other side. I am looking at the other side now, and I do genuinely think it would look better if I'd have gone down the whole side of my face and onto my neck. I think that would have given it a little bit of a better effect. And taking it higher up into the hairline as well. But never mind. So now I'm going to go in and take the Revolution Canvas Eye Primer. Just pop a little bit of that on. You do not need a lot of this at all. And then I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and blend it all the way across. And just blend that in just to give the eyeshadow a really nice base. And then the palette that I'm using, my brain went blank then, is a Morphe one. I can't quite remember what it's called. I'll try and pop it down below for you. It's one of my favourite palettes to use. I absolutely love this palette. It blends beautifully, it goes on well, the colour story is just lovely, I absolutely love it. But I'm taking that light brown colour and I'm just going to gently try and blend that out across my lid. I'm not going to take it too far up, but above my crease. Because I tried to get the eye sort of similar colours to what we've done on the other side, so it kind of all tied in but also looked nice at the same time. So I'm now going in with the dark purple in the top corner, and I'm going to take that over the top of the brown and just use a brush to blend that out. Ooh, I think I've already done that. So I'm using so I did go in with a dark purple in the top corner and go over that brown with it. I don't know what's happened to that little part there. And then I went in with a light pink and took that just over the top and blended that through all the way up to the brow and along the top of the eyeshadow. And I'm going to go in with that black that's in the corner. It is a bit of a shimmery black, but it's not too much, so I don't mind. I'm just going to take that into the crease, just to darken that crease up a little bit. Don't want it too much, and then just pull it out. Just ever so gently. Pull that out and blend that across the crease. I'm actually really pleased with how this eye, like I said, how this eye look turned out. I really like it. And I think it would look nice on both sides. So I'm going to take a flat brush and go back in with that cut crease canvas by Revolution, and I'm just going to create my cut crease. So what I like to do, as I've said in a few of my other videos, that I like to look straight ahead so I know where it's going when my eye is open. I think that's the best way to do these when you have hooded eyes, because otherwise if you just put it on the lid, when you open your eye you don't realise how far you need to go up to be able to see it properly. So, and then close my eye and then just fill in that area. So once that is on, I'm then going to take this it's like a light goldy colour, and it is really, really nice. I've never actually really delved into this colour too much before. I'm just using that same brush, and I'm just using so I'm sort of sweeping it across along the top as to how far I want it to go up, and then I just kind of build that up and use a patting motion with the brush, as I find that's the best way to apply the colour. Obviously you could use your finger as well, that's also an easier way for shimmers, but I did find that, you know, just sort of patting this colour on gently worked really, really well. And I just think it went dead well. I absolutely love this colour and the shimmers in it. I don't think, to be honest with you, this camera or the lighting is doing this colour justice, because it just is so pretty. And I think it went really, really well, and I really like it, really impressed with it. So once I've got that on, I've lost the little brush that I was using before for the black. I'm just going to go back into that black again just to blend that colour, the shimmer, into the black at the side. So just a little tiny bit on the sides there, just to blend it in. I'm then going to go in with concealer. So the concealer I'm using is actually an MUA concealer, and it is super, super cheap. But I find that it's actually quite nice for the price of it. I can't remember for the life of me how much it cost, but I know it was quite a cheap one, and I think it works really, really well for what I wanted to use it for. And I'm just going to take a sponge and blend that in. And I'm just going to try and go through this quite quickly for you, because I didn't want to spend too much time rambling about this side. It was more about the other side. So once that is all blended in, I'm then going to go in with the Patricia Bright little compact. It's got like a blusher, a highlighter and a contour shade, and I really like the contour shade in it. So I'm just going to take that and go underneath my cheekbone. I'm going to just go down in sort of a down sweeping motion. I probably put a little bit too much on there, so I'm just use my finger to blend it out a bit, and a little bit under my jawline, And then I do take whatever's left on the brush and just use it on the other side, as I have space underneath since I didn't go all the way down, which again I wish I had done, but never mind. Never mind, we live and learn. I am going to be using some more of that wax. I'm going to have a proper play with it with different things and see what other looks that I can come up with as well. So the more you use something, the more you get used to how the product works, and yeah, it just makes it a little bit easier. Obviously I've just popped a little bit across my forehead, so I take it on the forehead and then pull it down. I'm then going to be using the blush that I got from my glossy box yesterday. Such a cute little blush. It does give a lot of kickback though, as you can see. I did have to blow quite a bit off, but I did not need a lot on my brush at all. It went on really nicely. It leaves a little bit of a shimmer, but not too much. And it was actually really, really nice. It was a really nice colour match for my skin, and I really liked it, as you can see by the expression on my face. Then going in with the lipstick that was from the glossy box as well. I do think this was perhaps a little bit too pale for this look, and if I was to do it again, I would probably use a darker lip, to be honest. Like I say, I'm pulling a bit of a face there because it's just a bit too kind of like a corally colour. It is a nice colour, it's nice lipstick, it goes on well, it feels nice on the lips. I just don't think it quite went with this look as well as I'd hoped it would. So looking back, I'd probably use a slightly different lip colour. Then I can't remember what did I do next. Ah yes, I took a small angle brush and I went in with that dark purple that I used after that one there. That's the one that I used, and I'm just going to run that ever so slightly underneath the eye just to balance it out a little bit. Otherwise it just looks a bit uneven if there's nothing underneath, so I'm just gently running that underneath. And I'm then going to finish up with some mascara, I believe. Yes, this is the Max Volume Wet n Wild mascara. This mascara is actually really nice. Again, it's a nice cheap one. It doesn't clump the lashes up. It doesn't give you the longest, most fullest lashes ever. I have used better mascaras than this, but it's not bad. For the price of it, it isn't bad at all. I've used quite a few of Wet n Wild's things and I'm not overly unimpressed with them. I don't think they look too bad, to be perfectly honest. Then going back in with some more of that blood, as I think it looks a little bit dry at this point and needs a little bit more blood and a bit more around the edge. So I'm just tipping it onto the sponge and I'm trying my best, my very best, not to tip it all over the place. I'm going to go kind of round the edge and stipple it all over. Just to give that kind of nice, wet, fresh look. Does that make sense? And make the edges look a little bit sore as well, because obviously it's not just going to finish straight away and your skin's going to be nice around the edges. So I'll just pop that all over, and then I just use my finger just to blend it out just a little bit around the edges.
Okay, so this is the finished look. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I really like this eye look that I've done. I think it matches in with the other side really well. I also think I should have perhaps carried it on all the way down and down my neck. I think that would have looked better. I did have quite a few issues with getting this to stick on my face. I think maybe I needed to put something underneath, or maybe not so much moisturising products underneath. I don't think that particularly helped. I just wanted to try them out. I thought it would be a good opportunity in this video. But yeah, I'll have a good play with these, see what else I can come up with this stuff anyway, because I'm sure the more you use it, the more you get used to it, and the better it becomes. Like I said, definitely think it would be better if we went all the way down the face. It hasn't turned out too bad. I didn't like the purple that I used. I think you definitely need to use a darker purple. That was way too light. But I think it's covered up okay. This is quite an easy one to do though as well, if you want add a little bit of gore here and there, as well as you know, some nice makeup for Halloween. And yeah, if you did like this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, as it really does help me out, and hit that subscribe button down below to see more from me, as I try to upload at least 2 to 3 times a week. I will be doing lots more Halloween looks. I'll be trying out I'm going to have a good play with this, see what else I can come up with. I'll also be doing lots of other face paint looks and things like that, so I've got lots of those coming up throughout October. So if that's something you think you might be interested in, then go ahead and consider subscribing. It is all for free. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.